All right. Let's talk about some big behind-the-scenes news from ESPN that's got a lot of tennis fans talking, especially with the Australian Open 2026 right around the corner. ESPN has officially announced its on-air talent lineup for the season's first Grand Slam in Melbourne. And two very familiar names are noticeably missing: Brad Gilbert and Pam Shriver. Yep, both long-time ESPN voices have been axed as part of what the network is calling a move to streamline its coverage. Pam Shriver, former U.S. Open finalist, an ex-World No. 4 has been with ESPN since 1990. That's more than 35 years. She confirmed the news herself on social media, saying she was prepared for more, but was told it was time to streamline. Her post had a reflective tone, even mentioning that her very first ESPN gig came at the Australian Open back in 1990. After an early round loss as a player, Gilbert, former World No. 4 and one of the most respected coaches in tennis, including a recent stint coaching Coco Gauff, had been with ESPN since 2004. That's a 23-year run. His reaction was short and classy, posting that he'd had a great run and thanking the network. Now here's the part that's raising eyebrows. While Gilbert and Shriver are out, John McEnroe is still very much in. Along with McEnroe, ESPN's studio lineup for the Australian Open will include Chris Evert, Caroline Wozniacki, Mary Jo Fernandez, James Blake, Sam Querrey, Chris Eubanks, and Coco Vandeweghe. Hosting duties will be shared by Katie George and Malika Andrews, while commentary will be handled by names like Chris Fowler, Patrick McEnroe, Jason Goodall, and Mike Monaco. So yes, ESPN is clearly going younger and tighter with its group. But it's hard not to notice that two incredibly experienced voices didn't make the cut. ESPN also made it clear that while they're still finalizing coverage plans for Wimbledon and the U.S. Open, Gilbert and Shriver will not be part of those lineups either. In a statement, the network thanked both for their years of service and wished them well moving forward. Still, for fans who grew up listening to Pam Shriver's insight or Brad Gilbert's tactical breakdowns, this one definitely stings a bit. So, what do you think? Is ESPN making the right move by streamlining its talent? Or are they losing to voices that brought real depth and history to tennis coverage? Drop your thoughts below.